chronological age is 93, biological age need not 93. Sometimes people are younger than their age. I lead a very moderate life. I don't do anything in excess. I don't eat food until I get fat and that kind of thing I don't do. Well, I look after my health generally. To keep the mind active, you need to read, you need to think, you need to argue. If you don't use your muscle, the brain is also like that. If you stop thinking, you just dream along and don't study, don't read, then the brain will lose its capacity to think and to function.
Now you have a very busy international schedule ahead and you head to China in August. It's going to be a very different China than when you were first in office, a much more powerful China.
Well, we have always been friendly with China. In fact, our policy is to be friendly with all the countries of the world because we are a trading nation, needing markets, and China, of course, is a very good market, especially now. We don't care what ideology they have, what system they have, as long as we can trade with them.
Let me ask you this, how do you feel about China's expansion in the South China Sea?
Well, there is a saying that the powerful will take what they will, the weak will yield what they must. And that is the situation that we face now. We cannot fight them. If they declare that the South China Sea belongs to them, we're not going to go to war with them. How do we make use of this situation? How do we benefit from this situation? I think despite their warlike attitude, they have no plans to conquer us militarily.
So accept the status quo?
Yeah, we have to accept. We have to accept the reality of the situation. Poor China was a problem. People feared communist China before. Now a rich China also is to be feared because they may have ideas about expanding their influence.
But not territory, you don't think?
Well, when you have influence, there are other ways of colonizing than just occupying a country.
Do you think that's what China is doing?
Well, I think China would want to spread its influence using the money that it has.
You've described the US president as an international bully. Do you still feel that way?
Yeah, more interesting is that he is not consistent. He can change his mind in 24 hours 3 times. He wanted to see the president of North Korea, then he didn't want to see, and then he wanted to see again. I mean, how do you deal with a person whose mind changes so rapidly? America is a powerful nation, we know that. But if it chooses to fight China in our area, then we are going to pay a price for it. So we don't want that kind of thing. So we have to, we hope that the American president will not think in terms of war in order to solve problems.
Do you believe that he is a threat to the current world order?
Well, I think he has initiated this trade war. And trade war does not do anything good for the world. So in that sense, he is a threat. And he asked for things which are quite unacceptable. For example, he wants to build a wall to separate Mexico from the US.
We are going to build a great border wall.
And he's asking the Mexicans to pay. I mean, it is your project, you pay. But is it because he thinks he is powerful that he can ask people to pay for what he wants to do? So how do you deal with that kind of mindset?
Who will be the winners and the losers of his trade wars, his multiple trade wars?
everybody will lose. The US will lose, China will lose, the whole world will lose. War and trade wars even doesn't solve any problem.
So he's dangerous.
Well, it looks like his mercurial mindset is something that is a threat to the stability of relations between nations.
During your first term in office, your Vision 2020 plan was for Malaysia to become a fully developed economy by 2020. This was obviously derailed by the Asian financial crisis and exacerbated by corruption within government. You have given yourself just 2 years to turn Malaysia around before handing over to Anwar. That's a very short period of time. What needs to be done?
Well, a lot of things need to be done. We have to clean up the government, reduce corruption. We have to make proper good laws we should adhere to. There are many things that we need to do. And we have to change the mindset of people also, which is very difficult. It will not be accomplished in 2 years, but I hope to set the beginnings, saying that you need to do. All have a beginning, and I will be starting the process, I hope.
Do you feel like you're racing against the clock?
I am. I don't have much time.
Prime Minister, a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.